Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise rebuild, everybody. We are on to Season 2, and I can't wait to see this team make their debut today after the revamping that we saw in the offseason. There are 4 hidden dev rookie players on offense. All of them are going to have a role of some kind, and we have a new quarterback in Pittsburgh. He will be starting on day 1. It is rookie McCloud. We made him the very first quarterback selected this year. He was my favorite quarterback in this class, combining a strong arm with a well-rounded skill set. There's definitely some need to refine and develop the accuracies and all the individual skills, but he has the tools to be a very good franchise quarterback. Now, the ratings are obviously crucial, but so are the traits, especially at the quarterback position. I want to start by going over these and talk about what happened in the preseason live stream. So, with McCloud, he has the risk-taker trait. So, he is going to force some throws and try to make plays downfield. He has the cannon trait, so there's a higher tendency to throw bullet passes and maybe we don't see as many touch throws. We'll see how much of a scrambler he is. He has high 70s speed, so if there's a need to make a play, I think he can do it. But with the eyes up trait, he's still going to be a lot more pass-oriented and will wait longer to scramble. With setup time, he's going to want to set his feet to deliver those throws. And with panic button, this means he's going to be forcing throws when facing pressure. He wants to get the ball out, he's going to be aggressive, and I think there is a chance we see some mistakes. He also has the steer clear and cover ball traits, which will hopefully protect against some fumbles. But we got a pretty good look at McCloud during the preseason, and I think you could definitely tell that he's an aggressive quarterback who is going to give his receivers chances to make plays. He is going to push the ball, be aggressive. We'll have to see how his play style balances risk and reward, but I thought that preseason was exciting, especially for him to join an offense that struggled to put points on the board last season. I think his play style is going to give us a chance at a much better season. And he certainly got some targets to spread the football around too, with the veteran DK Metcalf, but also rookie second-rounder Joey Riddick. Now, during the preseason, Riddick made a handful of catches, but didn't really stand out in those 3 games. But I'm really excited now at the games counting to see that game-changing speed. And he has the skills to be a dominant number 1 receiver, but hopefully he can start his career quickly. I sure hope this is a better offensive line this season. We added the veteran Caleb McGarry, who's a really good boost to the run game. He's not a great pass protector, but might be serviceable there. But rookie Zach O'Neal is going to be a brand new starter on the left side. I have to fix some things here. And O'Neal is a really good pass protector. Now, we'll see about his fit in this offense. As a pass protection specialist who may struggle in the running game, how does that play at guard? How does that play for Caleb Johnson's year 2 development? The number 1 thing we're looking for this season is a big boost from the offense. And I came away hopeful after the preseason. McCloud was 31 for 40, throwing 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. The numbers actually ended up being very good for Will Howard. It was nice to see him put in some good performances. At running back, one player that certainly stood out was Brashard Smith. He's going to open the year as our RB3. I like the burst he has coming out of the backfield, but we saw him break a lot of tackles in preseason. Now, was that because he's facing backup defenders who are less skilled at tackling? Can he do that against starting defenses? He's certainly going to get the chance to prove it this year, but he's still the RB3. DK Metcalf led us in receiving, and Roman Wilson scored a touchdown in all 3 games, racking up 120 yards. Wilson will be the wide receiver 4. And the expectation for this defense is to remain one of the better units in the league. Now, we have to replace Cam Hayward this season. We have a few new faces, but I think enough returns to where you hope it's business as usual. TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith are still the great edge rushing tandem. Derek Harmon, he was excellent as a rookie. In the preseason, I thought we did some really good things in the trenches. Elijah Chapman was one player who stood out, collecting 4 TFLs and 1 sack. He'll be some defensive tackle depth. And then the veteran Daquan Jones, I did notice some good run stops out of him. And adding him to this team really helps after losing Cam Hayward. But in addition to the rookie starters we have on offense, there is one player we're going to see start immediately on defense. That is safety Patrick Stewart, a player I traded up for, and I have pretty high expectations of, especially early in his career. He has great speed and range. He can play man coverage if you need him to. Zone coverage is already a 74, and he can tackle. We had a scenario play out at the beginning of preseason with quarterback Marquise McCloud, and in that, we told him we wanted to focus on his long-term development more than just getting up to speed quickly. Let's follow up now with the conclusion of this story. Happy to see you setting some good habits early. We're in the weight room right now. Just following your advice from training camp, it's done wonders. Throw power is now up, so that's going to be a 96. We're all excited to see what your ceiling really is. Absolutely. He's going to get morale up as well. Seeing my name atop that depth chart has been the greatest feeling so far. Good, we didn't draft you in the first just to sit around. That was my hope the second I heard my name called. We're going to do something special here, coach. Off-season change tends to bring some optimism, so things feel pretty good right now. We went 3-0 in the preseason. But we're going to get to our very first games today and set this roster in preparation. These are the moves that get us down to a 53-man roster. We'll go into the season with 3 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, 8 offensive linemen, 6 receivers. And I'll make it a rule in this series. We waited so long for them to be added to the game, but I'm always going to have a long snapper. We're going to sign Dylan Burrell off of the Eagles practice squad. When I got to preseason, there weren't any long snappers available because teams like Washington had signed 3 of them. So to make room then, we're going to release Brandon Eccles and keep Nick Clement on the roster and have a younger 5th cornerback. Wow, I certainly wasn't expecting to see Blake Corum just available here, but the way I'm filling out the practice squad now is going to be more so with higher rated players that have eligibility, because these players are going to become free agents at the end of the season, and then they're going to want larger contracts. And especially if they're like a mid-60s overall player, it's contracts that really don't make sense and aren't realistic. So I do think the best way to treat the practice squad here is with players who could actually play in a pinch and less developmental players. I'm instead stashing those players on the bottom of our roster. We have a new offensive coordinator this year in Kevin Stefanski, and I've changed the playbook. I've taken his and adjusted the game plan a bit, and I liked a lot of what I saw in preseason. I'll continue to evolve that and tweak the game plan, but we got to set our abilities here for week 1. One thing the Kevin Stefanski playbook brings to the offense is a lot more running outside the tackles and a lot of outside zone. So we're going to use one of his abilities, which is Silver, outside the club. This is going to give us a boost on those outside running plays we should see more of this year. I'd also like to see us get better at play action. I think with our receivers and just the strength of Marquise McCloud, play action could become a really strong part of this offense. We are also going to use this Riot Shield ability to give an awareness and pass block power boost to the offensive linemen. We're also going to load in one of these defensive abilities, and this one is at platinum level, behind the chains. This one's going to be good for our run defense, especially on early downs, as we try to put Cam Ward in some very difficult situations. The 3 focus players to start the year are going to be quarterback Marquise McCloud, safety Patrick Stewart, who has only normal development, and then Zach O'Neal, who needs to work on developing as a run blocker. And we have a few upgrades to take care of before taking the field. Here is Luis Castaneda, who is going to open as the fullback, and the tight end 4. He has hidden development, and I could see him developing into someone we're using here within a year or two. The first time I got to upgrade Zach O'Neal, he got nothing for the run game. This time around, he does get +1 run block power, lead block awareness. It's going to take a lot of work. We'll see how much better the run blocking actually gets, but right now is our best chance to raise it. Despite the addition of Travis Etienne, Caleb Johnson is the RB1, will handle most of the touches, and I hope build upon a pretty solid rookie season. I'd like to see him get close to 1,000 yards this year. And for quarterback, Marquise McCloud. The accuracies now sit in the 80s. Field general upgrades will make some sense, but I want to go with improviser this time around because I'd like for him to be able to get outside the pocket, make some plays, and we get some short and medium accuracy anyway. So that works out, and it's time for him to make his debut. We have the Tennessee Titans here in week 1, which means Jeffrey Simmons will be a huge test up front, but they also signed Aiden Hutchinson. So they have 2 elite players along this line that can make it really tough on the rookie in his first start. Here we go, everybody. Is this team ready for a year 2 leap? The offense could not even manage 14 points a game last year, yet started the season 7-4. No, we did not go 10-7 last year. That's incorrect. So get ready for the Marquise McCloud era to begin as we get year 2 in the Steelers franchise underway. The return is handled by Brashard Smith, and he sets us up at the 25. There's the rookie out of Nebraska, 6'4", 228 pounds. He's got Joey Riddick, number 17, on the same side as number 4, DK Metcalf. And his journey will open with a handoff, and this is Caleb Johnson for a gain of 1. Riddick now at the top. McCloud back to pass for the first time, and he connects. Pat Freiermuth taken out of bounds, a 4-yard catch. Darnell Washington is the second tight end on the field. Play fake. McCloud's going deep. It is into double coverage and intercepted. Throwing it deep to Joey Riddick, and it's L'Jarius Sneed picking it off. So let's see this then. Was there anything better than the deep ball? Well, good coverage across the board, and when he faces pressure, he wants to get the ball out, and he decides here he's going to throw it as far as he can and ends up with an arm punt. And now Cam Ward leads out the Titans offense, entering his second year. If I were controlling the offense, it probably would have been the same outcome there. This is Cam Ward starting off the year with a dump off and a gain of 4 or 6 yards to Tony Pollard. Patrick Stewart, the rookie, he's right there, number 3. Otherwise, a very familiar unit. Ward fakes and drops this one off short. It's a first down, Tennessee. Peyton Wilson's going to be playing a lot more next to Patrick Queen at linebacker. There's a TFL courtesy of Alex Highsmith. 8 in coverage now. TJ Watt breaks through. And the 2 edge rushers already making an impact on this first possession. Jalen Watson, he's going to play a lot more now as he is the CB3. Slipping a tackle here. It is Chig Okonkwo shy of the marker. So Watson, he will play some outside corner because Jalen Ramsey is going to play the slot and try to erase those inside receivers. Nearly blocked the punt. And we'll see if this second drive goes any better. Play action. Pressured again. It's Aiden Hutchinson. Not a great matchup there with him and Caleb McGarry. Running this one, Caleb Johnson gets through the middle and some room to the 15. 3 receivers to the right, empty for McCloud. Titans pressure, it's floated downfield, and it's incomplete. So he does try a touch throw, but it's incomplete for Calvin Austin. I'd like to watch a lot of McCloud here in his first start. And there's a connection. He finds Calvin Austin. 17 on the catch. Now he gives this one to the speedy Travis Etienne. I think he'll make a good combination with Caleb Johnson. At the Titan 40, Etienne once more. Right up the middle he goes. 25 yards on his first 2 touches. Etienne taken down this time, and Zach Frazier, the key center in the middle of this line, leaves the game. Now, Josh Myers is in. He was one of my first signings as a 6th offensive lineman, essentially. McCloud gets it away and finds Joey Riddick. Their first connection goes for 7. So our first chance to score today, and McCloud is taken down by the combination of Aiden Hutchinson and Jeffrey Simmons. Chris Boswell on for a 49-yard field goal try. The long snapper is Dylan Burrell, and the kick is good. Moving ahead, Titans driving. Inside our 20, but it's 3rd and 3. Pressure on Ward. He slings it, and it's caught but short of the mark. They decided to bring DeAndre Hopkins back. And then, they went for it, and it ends up being a Dontavian Wicks touchdown. Tennessee on top. This is Tennessee's following possession. Trying to go up even further inside of 2 minutes. Running up the middle, wrapped up on the play is Pollard. Ward to the air, on the outside, a clean touchdown to go up 2 scores. They just picked on Jalen Ramsey. It's a 2-touchdown day for Dontavian Wicks. Here it is, kind of a shallow corner route, and Ramsey doesn't get out there cleanly and loses this by a couple steps. Now, here's something I'm excited about with McCloud, is he's going to throw this one to an open Riddick. I think we're so much better equipped for the 2-minute with this personnel. Having McCloud over Aaron Rodgers, adding Joey Riddick to the mix. 1st and 10, and finding Freiermuth for 8. I do see Zach Frazier is back in at center. Good news there. And with 43 seconds, it is now Metcalf. 8 drop for Tennessee. Slinging this one to the outside. DK Metcalf at the 10. We are seeing that when that pressure arrives, he is looking for that first option to get the ball away. He does not want to take a sack. McCloud now does get sacked because he did not notice the pressure. We're going to hurry back, and we're going to get this ball spiked with 7 seconds. I don't think we get a field goal try off here. If it's last year's game, at least it gave us the chance to run up and spike it and get another field goal on the board. Tennessee's offense, though, on a bit of a scoring run. They have 2 touchdowns and are looking for more on their first possession of the 3rd. But they cannot get to the outside with Pollard. Pressure coming. It's dumped outside. Ramsey with the tackle. And the Titans will add a field goal. We got to get some touchdowns. So you've got a quarterback in his debut. His team is down 17-6. It's sounding somewhat familiar to something I recall. But we'll see if McCloud can get this offense rolling the way it needs, especially with Tennessee really showing up. Caleb Johnson tries to spin through unsuccessfully. 3rd down and long. McCloud under pressure, gets away from Hutchinson. Now he sails a ball downfield, and it's incomplete for Metcalf. TJ Watt sacks Cam Ward to end the 3rd quarter, but the Titans have again put themselves in scoring range. They missed the field goal, though. Can we get in this game now? Down 11. Johnson, flagged down. That's the rookie, Zach O'Neal. Because of his struggles in the running game, does that make him more prone to holding calls? We'll see. That's number 1. 1st and 17. That throw is just off the mark from McCloud. Second down and 17. Never had much of a chance this time. 3rd and 27. No chance. It's Aiden Hutchinson again. They might just be putting this game away. Touchdown, Calvin Ridley. And then intercepted. Second of the day for McCloud. He finds L'Jarius Sneed. An embarrassing way to start the season. The Titans come into Pittsburgh and blow us out 27-6. We looked way better in the preseason than we did here in week 1. I do think it was a tough matchup, just given the D-line talent that they have, but come on, man. It certainly doesn't excuse our defense playing as poorly as they did. Just a total failure. 143 yards of offense, 0 for 6 on 3rd down today. We got destroyed in the time of possession battle. It's not even close. 11 for 22 in his Steelers debut with 2 interceptions. While Cam Ward has a flawless game, throwing 3 touchdowns. Pollard runs for 93, Johnson just 30. Troy Fautanu gave up 3 sacks, McGarry 2. TJ Watt had a 3-sack game. That's about the only thing that went right. Not the start to season 2 I was at all expecting. Let's see how some other teams fared in week 1. No, I don't want to watch our game again. Once was enough. Marquise McCloud getting destroyed. Okay, they do show defensive highlights here, I guess. I've never seen that before. Vikings and Falcons. All right, there's got to be some good offense here. And we're going to see Michael Penix throwing this one deep downfield. What a play. Bijan Robinson on the breakaway. Falcons take it 24-21. Lions and Packers. It's David Montgomery running off tackle, leaping over a Packer on his way to the end zone, 23-17. Detroit looks good. All right, well, if we weren't good against Tennessee, now we get to face a team that scored 52 points in week 1. 52-20 as they beat the Commanders. Joe Burrow had 5 touchdowns, 379 yards. I'm terrified. They have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and then drafted Marco Rodriguez, who starts his career with a 3-touchdown debut. This one could get really ugly if our offense isn't significantly better. Game 2 now underway, and we fumbled the very first play on a handoff to Luis Castaneda. The fullback dive is our genius play call to start the game. Burrow for Jamar Chase. A first down, Cincinnati. Burrow, wow. That was not how it was designed, was it? Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's the 4th touchdown for Marco Rodriguez. Bouncing right off Patrick Stewart. This was a fake double pass play. And Rodriguez, he is the primary read on this play. We look like the worst team in the league. Here's Marquise McCloud, and his first throw goes to Darnell Washington for a minimal gain. Now looking to throw it. Dodging pressure, spins and throws incomplete for Metcalf. Thank you, Derek Harmon. He makes sure the Bengals don't score on their second drive. Here's Marquise McCloud in Bengal territory to an open Calvin Austin. To the right and bouncing it. Wow, what a stop there on Caleb Johnson. 4 on the rush and complete. It's Freiermuth searching for the season's first touchdown. McCloud throws, completes to Austin, and he's brought down at the 2. All right, this is more like it. Can they end the drive now? McCloud will throw and throws his first career touchdown to an open DK Metcalf. All right, there's the first. We're on the board. But the Bengals take it down the field on their next possession, and Joe Burrow drops it off to Higgins. Off the edge, we blitz Stewart, force the incompletion, and the motion out the running back now. Empty for Burrow, blitzed again, puts it up in the end zone, and Porter knocks it away from Chase. Oh, wow. Simming into the second half, Calvin Austin just had a 76-yard touchdown, and we have taken our first lead against Cincinnati. The Bengals answer by intercepting McCloud and getting a quick touchdown to Nick Chubb. This was the start of a drive. We're deep in our own territory. Really bad time for a turnover. Play fake, and a good throw from McCloud. That was a really nice play action. Why are we seeing so much of this formation? I wonder if this is from the play sheets, because I don't remember seeing this in the first down game plan at all. I've usually been making the play sheets empty, and I forgot to do it before this game. Why are we just giving it to Castaneda? At least that one worked. 3rd down and 4. That's on target for Metcalf. That's a great throw. Offset eye. Here's McCloud. And almost intercepted. We just run the ball on 3rd and 12. Johnson does break a tackle, but only gains 2. We're putting up a much better fight, though, as Boswell will tie the game at 17. Our defense has definitely been improved this week, but who's going to win the final 4 minutes? Jamar Chase wide open, an easy first down. This is a good run for Cincinnati now, inside the 15. I am not sure where Chase Brown is. We've seen a lot of Nick Chubb in this matchup. He's now in Cincinnati. Burrow throwing, caught by Higgins, inside the 5. Here's a run to the right and a Bengals touchdown. Puts them back in front. It goes to Nick Chubb. Marquise McCloud facing a gotta-have-it possession in his first big division battle. He's been a lot better in game 2. 3 receivers all at the top, all big-time playmakers. Climbing away from pressure, throwing a fastball, but it's incomplete. 3rd down and 3. This time he hooks up with Austin. He's got tremendous velocity on his passes, and you're going to need that if you're aggressive. That's one way to keep the ball out of harm's way. Caught by Joey Riddick now, and we're moving this thing along to the 38. McCloud well protected, and Freiermuth, as we're going to spend a timeout. McCloud, he got away from the pressure, incomplete. He'll do anything to avoid taking a sack if he feels that pressure, it seems. 3rd down, and that is caught, but shy of the marker. So 4th and 1. It is a run, and on the second effort, it's Caleb Johnson, 1st down. Time running out now on Pittsburgh, 17 yards away. McCloud, trouble, he's taken down. We gotta go. We need to get inside the 10 and try to get to the end zone. McCloud steps up, throws, and it's right to the defense, intercepted. Wait a minute. Pass interference is called. I didn't see the penalty marker get thrown at all. But they're going to get Cincinnati here on really minimal contact. And it's going to give us another chance. A touchdown could force overtime. 3 receivers in the game. Passes caught by Metcalf. Very similar to his first. And the Steelers opting to go for the tie. Boswell's kick is up and good. Will we have overtime? Bengals, they would like to avoid it. And they're going to have a chance to go to the end zone here. Detroit got one against us last year, so don't count it out. Final play of regulation, Joe Burrow. He will certainly get it there. A jump ball, and it is incomplete, and there is another flag for pass interference. And they're going to get a kick that's even shorter than what the extra point used to be. And the Bengals take it 27-24. We don't go to overtime because of these ticky-tack pass interference calls. Been seeing these a lot in overtime, going back to last year with college football 25. They're really common. So it was a lucky pass interference that allowed us to tie the game, but ultimately costs us in the end. Marquise McCloud has a much better second game as a pro. 298 yards, 3 touchdowns. But the running game really struggled. Caleb Johnson just 17 yards on 10 carries. Thankfully, we threw the football well. Calvin Austin leading the way with 141 yards. Still haven't seen that big play from Joey Riddick. Hopefully it's coming soon. Giving a boost to his route running couldn't hurt. We'll get no route running, actually, in this slot upgrade. Derek Harmon's developed very quickly. We'll give him a power rush boost, getting +1. Now has 86 power moves. It looks like we suffered an injury in this week as well. Jalen Ramsey has a torn labrum. We already have troubles with this 0-2 start, and now we lose our best cornerback for at least a few weeks. This is not at all the start I had in mind. Beanie Bishop is now going to be getting some playing time. We're going to have him play the slot as well while Ramsey recovers.
Words alone can't stop a losing streak. If it were that easy, every coach would do it. Words do, however, lead to actions, and somebody needs to lead them back to winning football.
And it's got to happen quickly. We know the team is in the middle of a rebuild, but 2 losses doesn't inspire confidence. When are you expecting this team to turn the corner and get some wins? Winning is not our focus. How could you possibly say that? It starts now. We need to win this next game and put this start to the season behind us. We get to upgrade the rookie safety, Patrick Stewart, and I want to get that zone coverage up. And that doesn't get any better. The upgrades have been so weird. The ratings I'm attempting to target are just getting ignored. And we're playing in the rain, hoping this game gets the season back on track. Or this is not going to play out the way I thought, where this offense could be a lot better, join an existing good defense, and get us back to at least looking like a wild card team again. And this is some heavy rain we've got here. Pittsburgh putting together a drive. We have it at their 22-yard line. It's Marquise McCloud. Drills the pass to Calvin Austin. McCloud on a deep drop. Gets chased down and can't escape this pressure. That's Gabriel Murphy. That's the Vikings preseason standout. 3rd down and 14. And McCloud gets it away at the very least. Kick is up, and Boswell puts us on the board. Oh, that's where Chase Brown is. He's now with the Jaguars. And he's getting the carry, getting wrapped up on the play by Daquan Jones. Now on the keeper, it's Lawrence, and there's Patrick Stewart flying down to deliver the hit. 3rd down and 10. Lawrence to the end zone, and Brian Thomas scores. Jags take the lead. McCloud is then intercepted, and it leads to a field goal. And we've still only put together one scoring drive going into the second half. Jaguars go for it on 4th down. Eric Brock just had a penalty. I don't know what's got him on the field. Rashid Shaheed scores, and it's 17-3. All right, Joey Riddick, 14 yards. We've been waiting to see a little bit more from him, and he's made back-to-back plays. 0-3 is not that far away if we don't reverse this. It's McCloud for Metcalf, heading inside the 20. 2nd down, it's complete, and Calvin Austin takes it across the 5. Fake to Johnson, rolling, and McCloud has 6 on the throw to DK Metcalf. So they have developed a bit of a red zone connection already this season. We're down a touchdown. Then we fumbled the ball away, and Travis Hunter recovers. Jacksonville goes on to pull away and take the game 31-10. The Steelers fall to 0-3, and we don't look any better. It's slightly different, but the result remains the same as it was at the end of last season. This is really bad. McCloud, 2 interceptions, 170 yards. We turned the ball over, I think, 3 times in this game. And quarterbacks are playing well against us. Trevor Lawrence and Cam Ward have had really good games. We're getting outrushed by the Jaguars. Gabriel Murphy had 2.5 sacks. Travis Hunter picked off a pass and recovered a fumble that he forced. We had 2 more injuries this week, too. And now Calvin Austin and Daquan Jones join Jalen Ramsey on the injury report. The defense is down 2 very key players. And then the reliable Calvin Austin, he has a pulled groin. This is going to lead to more snaps for rookie defensive tackle Eric Brock. And Roman Wilson will try to pick up the slack on the offense. We can see here that morale is already taking a toll in this young season. It's only been 3 games. We tried to guarantee a win, and it wasn't successful. We lost badly. What lessons do you feel this team learned coming into this week? Our coordinators can put us in positions to win, or my confidence in our players? We're going to say that it's on them. We believe in the players, despite the bad start. Are we getting another guarantee today? We're focused on getting out there and playing our brand of football. If the win comes, we'll certainly be happy. If not, we'll live, learn, and move forward. That's too bad. We were having fun with your prophecies. Oh, man. Chuck, you got to get a win so badly right now. He would be getting tore apart. Nice spin, but in the future, let's not be guaranteeing wins before we've actually put a few together. GM has dropped approval. I don't think you understand. It better happen again just after we string so many wins together that I stop hearing this rebuild word tossed around. We got to go through one more today, man. We got to try getting that first win. We're averaging 13 points a game again, but now our defense is bad. We're going to spend some of these coach points now and upgrade the player development at quarterback. And we have the chance to go all the way to platinum tier in this case. I think we should do that. It's been way too long since this team got a win. We have not won a game since the victory that brought us to 7-4 last season. The year ended with 6 consecutive wins, and that number now is raised to 9 with our futility to start this season. If we don't win this game, it's going to be a 10-game losing streak. And we move into the 4th quarter, where it's 13-3 Las Vegas. Low scoring, And McCloud trying to get us our second scoring drive. That is short of the sticks. And we'll send out Chris Boswell. Points again, just not coming easily at all. Boswell's kick is good. We're down a touchdown. And now down 7. Here's an opportunity. Metcalf makes the catch. McCloud is just over 100 yards passing on the day. Give goes to Travis Etienne. There's a good-looking run. Now to the air, and McCloud throws a dart. That's Metcalf from the 30, and wide open. More DK Metcalf. Jalen Coker is now in the game, number 84, as Etienne cannot get to the outside. And McCloud on third down. Now he's going downfield. Riddick, no, could not make the catch. We've been waiting for him to make that exact play. A fake now from Geno Smith. The Raiders would like to put us away, but the defense has had maybe their best game so far. Handoff Ashton Genty. Second effort nearly got him the first. That's a sneak, and I don't think he got it. Geno does come up short. Steelers ball, 4 minutes left. Etienne, there is just nowhere to go. Third down and 12. McCloud extends, and he'll try this again downfield, and Riddick, just like last drive, couldn't make the catch. Geno Smith throwing a laser to Jacoby Myers as the Raiders get a step closer to ending this game. 3rd and 7. There is a flag down pretty quickly, and it's batted away by Jalen Watson. I would back him up here, because from this spot, it's a 52-yard field goal. We're probably going to decline it because it brings up 4th down. So it's not a gimme, of course. Tough kick in Pittsburgh. But for a 2-score lead, the Raiders have just gone up 2 possessions. That's our second time scoring 6 points. This team, man, this is just an awful start to Season 2. This might be a very quick season for us, because there ain't going to be a reason to watch many more of these games unless something dramatic happens. McCloud, 18 of 32, no touchdowns, 1 interception there at the very end. Run game has been abysmal, and the defense can't win this on their own. Our scoring is worse than it was last season. We can't run the ball, and the defense has stepped back. McCloud has 4 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in his first 4 games. 758 yards is really not that much either. Caleb Johnson has been abysmal to start this season. 101 yards. We're going to have to give Etienne some more touches. At least try making some moves in Game 5. Austin leads us in receiving. He's missed time. Okay, because he had that 76-yarder, that's helping. But Joey Riddick, 201 yards, no touchdowns. Metcalf has 3 scores. But he has 9.5 yards per reception. That's ridiculous. Troy Fautanu has given up 7 sacks already as a left tackle. I don't have a lot of good things to say about this team right now. J.J. Watt's getting a lot of sacks, 9.5 already. We are one of 4 winless teams currently in the league. And the Ravens and Bengals are both undefeated in the AFC North. We'll see if anything happens next episode, but this could be a really quick one, as this just is not what I expected. I'll be back again soon to continue Season 2, and we'll see if we can squeeze anything positive out of this season. But if not, we're going to look ahead to Year 3 really quick. Have a great day, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one.